So first of all, let me just say, in the spirit of today, is that thank you all for being drum majors for justice and drum majors for environmental justice. And as we celebrate today, knowing that we are walking in the reality of the dreamers, and it is befitting that we do everything we can do to fulfill the reality of the dreamers. And as we continue on collectively to progress forward, we will do that, marching to the beat of our drums. And I am so proud each and every day because I carry that with me proudly. So welcome. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of updates. Everybody's been briefed on the cohort meeting that we have today. And so I do wanna have a few updates. One being and I don't really know if I can talk about it back now, but the hearing's already over. There's been a hearing in the Stacks Road building development. They heard that on April the 4th at 9:30. We're expecting a ruling. Amy Richardson was the presiding judge, and they're going a judicial ruling of a writ of mandamus. And I'll get our city attorney to come on and explain all of the legal jargon to get that going. So I'm trying to find out when there's going to be a ruling date so that we can be abreast of that situation. So that's vehemently and vitally important to this community that development does not take place. So I'll update you on that. And we have a few more things. Look out for the newsletter. We have it to you come digitally. So everybody, please send in your phone number if we don't have it, because you have a special edition going to hit you tonight as well. And so, Tamika, what else was it?
What was the question?
No, it was one more update. It's for some reason it's slipping my mind. Because I just got some news about something else just now.
Okay, Kristen had some announcements as well.
All right, go ahead, Kristen. Kristen, are you with us?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So what we have coming up is in February, we will be having our annual Black History Month book drive. And so between February 1st and 28th, you can drop off your books with Black and diverse characters. You can drop those books off in the front of any of the 9 fire stations. And in March, we'll be doing National Reading Month, and you can drop any books off for kids 0 to 18 in front of the fire stations as well. So we'll be celebrating Black History Month as well as National Reading Month. So for 2 whole months, you can drop books off for kids 0 to 18. Is there anything else that you guys wanted me to share? There's also on the master plan for the Parks and Rec. That meeting is coming up. If you guys are not aware of that, that's on January the 19th. And you can join that meeting virtually. We have it posted in our social media, as well as you can find it in our top 5 that went out today. And I'll also post it here in the chat. I'll put all those flyers in the chat so that you have it at your fingertips. Anything else?
Yes, the HOA quarterly meeting with the councilman is tomorrow evening at 6:30. So we have some associations that don't have representatives. So make sure your association is going to be in the meeting tomorrow. Also, the nonprofit quarterly cohort meeting is coming up February 3rd. If you have not received that email invite, make sure you send me a message to send you that calendar invite. And the homeowner, to order your test, the homeowner for COVID test per household is launching on the 19th. So make sure you order them. You may or may not need them right now, but get them while you have the opportunity to. You never know if you will need them.
Yes, thank you so much. And so, Kristen, I just sent you a message to put in the chat as well. I was gonna kind of say that to the end, but that's fine. For the park master plan. So we're looking at expanding the footprint of Burdette Park. And if anybody's familiar with Burdette Park, if you're going down Old National southbound, you make it a right and you keep straight, it goes dead end to Burdette Way. But there's a little field down there. It used to be a baseball field. And so that area, I'm looking at from the vision that I had, was doing a Veterans Memorial Park. And lo and behold, I had a project in Brunswick and I'm go to City Hall down there and across, I'm looking, I said, what is that? And I walk over there and I said, this is kind of the vision that I had in my head of what I would like that to have been. And so, but of course that's me, but I do want to get the input from the constituents. So on January the 29th, they're doing a charrettes from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Walkmore Park. And where they're gonna have little cutouts and areas that you can put on what you would want to see from the constituency. And I want the max participation because I want all of our metrics to represent the totality of the makeup of this community and what do we want to do as a collective with the green spaces that we are allotted. So, because in March, I am going to Washington and I am going to be asking Congressman Scott to fund this totally. And I will be asking him for $5 million to fund this whole deal. So I think we can get it. I almost know we can, particularly to shore up some of the infrastructure around the area as well. So I put I had Crystal put it in the chat so you can kind of get an idea. It's not gonna be the same thing, but kind of get an idea of what it would look like. And so, but I need y'all input. I need it so bad, and I need you to spread the word because this is, but whatever it is that the community will, that's what we will do. And so, but I think that this will be a great benefit to our community as this Veterans Memorial Park will honor veterans from the city of South Fulton. So I hope to see y'all there. Anyway, this is Miss Leverage. She's going to be moderating these meetings tonight and as getting the nonprofits in the area and the list. And they're going to be coming on and tell you what they do and the metrics from what they have done last year. And so as we champion all of our nonprofits, we champion all of our nonprofits who serve this area as they are the ambassadors to meet the direct need that we see in our community. So, Ms. Leverett, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. So let's get started because we have a few people on. I want to make sure we get to everybody before our time is up. So I do know that Mr. Knight was on here first. So, well, one of the first to get on here. So if you can start it off, because he has the happiest disposition I have ever seen.
Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. It's a happy Monday. Yes, as we always say, it's a day of service, a day of service. Every day of the week, every day of the year. I bring you greetings from the Greater South Fulton Chamber of Commerce. I'm the Vice President of Membership and Community Engagement on behalf of our CEO and President, Diane Matthews. South Fulton Chamber has been around over 75 years now, and we service all 8 cities of South Fulton County. My love is South Fulton County, and there my heart goes to the city of South Fulton, having been raised off of Stonewall Tail Road. So again, greetings to you. We are here to serve you and provide service for you. If you are a nonprofit that is not a member of our chamber or our family, please reach out to me by way of Councilman Reeves and his office, and we can sit down and discuss how we could be a better part or a service to you, so that as you're servicing the needs of the residents of the city of South Fulton and the surrounding county, we will be able to assist you in some ways as well. Again, we're here to help you, because in order for us to continue doing what we've been doing for the last 75 years, we need to understand what your needs are. In order to make sure those things are happening, that means we have to have an open dialogue and constant communication on what is and what can be done. Again, we are located at 4405 Mall Boulevard, Suite 120 in the city of Union City. Again, we're right around the corner from you, very close and very accessible, be it by phone, email, in person. I'm always ready and willing to be of service to you. Again, the South Fulton Chamber of Commerce is there for you and your services. So let me know what I can do to assist you. Now, I will tell you that during the pandemic, we have not only retained a great number of our members at a rate of 80% retention. And of course, we've grown our membership over 116%. So when I tell you, I believe in having an open door and a strong family. That is exactly what I look forward to doing for you.
Mr. Miller, I do have something, because you mentioned something about service delivery, and you and I had a meeting to try to attack this problem to get them on here. And you already know what I'm talking about, the elephant in the room, GFL, and their service delivery lately. So we don't want to just go without mentioning that, because they are a member of the chamber, and they should be coming on here to answer to the people.
They are. And I will simply say they have had some change in their leadership. So again, if we need to sit down and talk to who those new persons might be or who will be, I can help you with that as well.
Okay.
Question, for those who are not familiar what a Chamber of Commerce does, can you let them know what some of the benefits of being in a chamber?
Oh, I thought you might do that to me, being that. No, I not a problem. The Chamber of Commerce is we are that arm that when you are a small business or medium sized or large business, when you're trying to get into the door of a corporation, it really works well when you have a good relationship of those working within the same framework. Say that you are a welder. Well, your small business is trying to get inside of Pepsi or say GFL, for instance, and they're looking for welders. Well, being a part of the chamber allows you to have that immediate access to them as well. So they start to help you build a relationship and get the things that you're going to need in order to transition into their company. And once that happens, then you continue to build that relationship. So we like to work from the inside out, not the outside in, because we want to have strong sustainability for our chamber as well as our business community at large. So that means when you start your business and get employed projects in that of a company, that allows you to hire people within locally so that they can spend their dollars and right here in the same area that they work. So it's all about helping you build those relationships in a nutshell. Part of the benefits also that if you're not wanting to meet at McDonald's or Starbucks, part of your membership is allowing you to use the office space at one of the conference rooms at the chamber. Also, you need some printing done that you can't necessarily afford to get done over at Kinko's or one of our other chamber members at a price point that doesn't really meet your need. you need to make some simple copies, come by the office. We can help you with that as well, because again, that's part of your membership. Those are color copies as well as black and white.
Mr. Knight, I do have.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Does
ma'am.
anybody have a question before I go? Okay, so Mr. Knight, let me ask you a question. With the, assuming that you did say that the meeting spaces, and you in the chamber, are there anybody or any entity looking to come down here, partner with the chamber, and look at these co-working spaces? We know we have Collab South and we, have Main Street, but when we look at the space in total, that the need is there as businesses, small businesses are growing, entrepreneurs are being born into their owning their own business field with no space, no opportunity, particularly nonprofits. Are y'all looking at courting individuals through y'all Chamber of Commerce to fulfill that gap need that we have down here?
Let me see if I hear you correctly. So you're needing cohort space, correct?
Correct, for entrepreneurs, startups, and nonprofits.
We have I believe 2 or 3 of those facilities already within the chamber that are members that have that kind of space allotted in their building. And it may not be situated right in the city of South Fulton. It could be in Union City, or it could be East Point, or there's one in Fairburn as well. So again, don't box yourself in within the city itself, because as a member of the chamber, we have access to all 8 cities. So therefore, you want to be looking at how you're going to be able to span and or grow within that framework. Make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Because it's so in such proximity that looking at our local small business enterprise to expand to some of those areas. So because we are in close proximity and they're still local, but they may live in the city of South Fulton, but have to use the teleworking space at one of our neighboring cities.
That is correct.
We're looking at
because they will still be in South Fulton County.
Correct. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. And so since we're talking about handling business, I'm going to bring in the Old National Merchants Association. Take it away. After he take it off of mute.
I don't talk, don't judge, stop playing. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Rainey. I do represent the Old National Merchants Association. I am the current president. As you all know, we've been around this corridor since 1989. We've had a lot of former great presidents, and over the last, even though the pandemic has left us kind of crippled, we are still out here doing great works in this community. Our focus is Old National. Let me just be honest about it. Our focus, I appreciate the brothers, talking about South Fulton as a whole, but our focus is Old National. We are the largest commercial district in the city of South Fulton, and we are trying to make sure we keep that legacy of having quality businesses along this corridor that will service not only the community, but the people who live in it. So we're trying to make sure we have viable options where people can work, live, and play. And when we say work, live, and play, we want to make sure that there are all of the options are available, not just when one-sided with the nightlife, but we have a comparable leisure form when it comes to recreation, and also that form of family atmosphere when it comes to family dining, which we're lacking right now. I know Corey is a big advocate of family on the corridor. He's a big advocate of safety, which we all are. And we're trying to make sure that we keep the standard high, because everybody wants to tilt everything to their way. But we're looking to keep the standard of excellence by first getting along with the customer service along our corridor, We talk about our businesses. We want to make sure our businesses have the standard, whether they're the fast food chains or whether they're the local grocery stores or a big box store such as Walmart. We want to make sure that their standards are maintained at a high level in our community, and we're not just getting leftovers. So we want to make sure we're getting that standard of excellence, the excellence of treatment as a whole. So that's what we are standing for at Old National Merchants. We stand as a bridge between both cities of South Fulton and the city of College Park. So we work with both municipalities to make sure we are working and to keep a great corridor. So I don't know what else I need to say. We have a large membership. Most of the, believe it or not, most of the businesses on Old National are becoming part of the Old National Merchants Association. And that's mainly, I ain't gonna say mainly, but it's a big plus has come to us because of the work of Corey Reeves. He has really pushed our organization. Him and the leadership on that make up Old National Merchants, which is now Natasha Williams, Corey Reeves, and Mark Baker. And of course, the former, the new mayor, Councilman Corey, comes from our district. So of the owner, so we can brag on all of that now as Old National Merchants Association. And Councilmember Reeves has always supported us. He's always included us in his happenings that he's doing, and we've included him in ours. He's spoken at our meetings, and our meetings are going. We're gonna go back to this first one. It's virtual because this COVID is spiking back up, and nobody knows how to act. So we're still doing the things we need to do. But I can't be on this call without telling Councilman Reeves, thank you for your support of us and making sure that we are and not just in the know, but we're at the table on the front end of when things are happening on Old National. So we can tout and make sure we're cleaning up the information as we get it, and that we're cleaning up our environment. So we have a board member of about 11 people. They represent Georgia Power, World Changers, community leaders, and the like. So we have most of them make up on the Old National Corridor. And I don't want to belabor the time. I know folks got stuff to do tonight. So I just want to make sure I get that out there. Thank you, Bro Reeves. Anything you have that you want to, any questions for me?
Oh, hold on, Mr. Ray. You left out one key thing, sir. Major thing you're doing now, sir. I want y'all to talk about the partner with the farm and that y'all have with bringing the fresh vegetables out here. So
what we're looking to do,
security,
right?
sir.
What I do on a personal note, I am a consultant. I do insurance and I do a lot of consulting for different firms. We're looking to bring something called an aquaponics system to the city of South Fulton. If you all are not familiar with aquaponics, a lot of people are familiar with hydroponics, but we're looking to change the dynamics of our youth. We're looking to change the dynamic of how we feed ourselves. In the city of South Fulton, we are faced a lot with food deserts, especially on Old National. We're faced with not having proper nutrition. But if you all are familiar with hydroponics, with aquaponics, this is a system, an indoor farming system in which people can actually learn and grow vegetables, herbs, all those types of things through tilapia fish, through the waste of tilapia. I have a master's degree in microbiology, and this has been a pet peeve of mine for the last 10, 15 years. And I've partnered with some guys over in Peachtree City. They're doing it. When they say farm to table food to their restaurants, it's a big deal. It's huge. The way the lettuce, the stuff, it tastes differently. And what we're doing is we're eliminating the middleman. We're eliminating the big box companies, and the food is fresh. It changes the way you eat. It changes the way. There are no mercury in the fish. There are no pesticides, no anything. So this is something. It's almost like if you've gone to Hawaii before and you had a pineapple from Hawaii, it's hard for you to buy a pineapple from the store anymore because they're not sweet. If you're a vegetable, if you eat tomatoes, If you buy a tomato from Kroger, Publix, or wherever you have it, if you ain't growing it yourself, it doesn't taste like a tomato. It tastes like water. If you buy a banana and you bite into that banana, it doesn't taste like anything. But when you get a real banana and you taste it, it's sweet. It actually has some flavor to it. So this is how all the vegetables, all of the greenery that grows in an aquaponic system, it actually has taste. And it lasts. The food lasts. It lasts in your refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks. So this is something I'm looking to bring. I'm meeting with the leaders of the South Fulton area, the Kim Dole, the school board representative, and I'm looking to educate people on eating habits. It's more than whole foods. This is not organic. Organic food is grown in the ground. So I can't say aquaponics food is organic. So this is a whole different way of eating. It's big on the West Coast, and that's why, you go on the West Coast, their living, their life habits are different from us here in the South. So just trying to grow and learn and better our community. That's one of the major things I'm looking to do this year. Thank you, Bro Reeves, for that. I ain't realized you really read my email like that. Thank you.
Oh no, brother, get this. Because as I don't give away boxes of food, I give away grow boxes. As you must be prepared to grow, and the more you know, the more you grow. Okay,
you're right, brother. You're right.
And I'm the living witness of it.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Save that for another day and time. And so, but I appreciate your effort, sir.
Yeah, man. Anybody have any other questions for me?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Zabel.
So,
all right.
Yeah, yes. I just want to know, how does the association advocate for the community? I know you said more than Old National being more than just the nightlife, but can you speak a little bit about advocating for us, meaning in regards to no more gas stations, no more liquor stores, actually bringing in not just those fast foods, all these chicken places and
yes,
McDonald's and stuff, but getting better choices of food. How does the association advocate for that in regards to Old National?
When it comes to zoning, when it comes to things of that nature, our voice is heard within the city council of City of College Park and City of South Fulton. We have a letter that we write whether we promote or don't promote a business. When businesses come, we're trying to reach out to them to find, because people come with a sales pitch all the time saying, I'm gonna be a family restaurant. And then they turn out to be a nightclub. So there are things we do advocate for and there are things we advocate against. And I heard you make the statement about, just a lot of more than chicken places and things of that nature. I agree with you on that. However, I want to put a however on that. We have allowed as a community, we have allowed a lot of chicken places to come to our corridor. And unfortunately, when we offer our services back to them, when we give them our money, we're allowing them to stay. Unfortunately, if they're giving bad service, but unfortunately, that's where we are. We are where we are right now, and all we can do is hold people accountable for the service that they're giving and the product that they're giving us. But we are advocating. We're advocating for doctors' offices. We are advocating for different types of businesses that we're bringing to this corridor, and we're building a relationship not just with the businesses but with the faith-based community, because that's a big spot on our corridor. We have a lot of churches. We have World Changers, one of the biggest churches in our vicinity. To get out and they do a lot, but we are advocating for family atmosphere restaurants and things of that nature, and we're holding those fast food restaurants accountable for not looking like it's 1980 and 1990. We have to make them accountable to make sure their restaurants, because we go to those same restaurants in Sandy Springs. McDonald's don't look like the McDonald's on Old National as it does in Sandy Springs, or the Burger King. We have to make sure that they're giving us those same services, and we have to make those complaints either to the owner of those locations, and we have to put that stuff on paper. So when we advocate and we go to those locations, we go to the city, and we go to code enforcement, or we go to whomever, whether it's the gas station owners, to make sure their properties are kept clean and that we're not getting stuck with tire places everywhere up and down Old National, or getting run over by beauty salons up and down Old National. So we are on the front end. That's why I say we're not just announcers. We are at the table when it comes to many of the projects that are going on Old National right now. I hope that answered your question, sister.
Yes, it does. Will we be provided information in regards to how to get in contact with you, like as community representatives, to kind of, I guess, bring you information and kind of work with you to say, maybe we're hearing feedback that this particular restaurant is not working out in our community, and then kind of figure out what we can do to help you speak to those owners or whatnot. Like, how as community representatives do we reach out to you to voice our concerns so that you can advocate for us as well when you
Ms.
get
Yes,
that
ma'am.
table?
Ms. Thomas, let me answer you on that one. Each nonprofit should be putting their information into the chat on how to get in touch with them or their website. So one by one, they're going to put their information in as so that you can be clear which person is which when they come up and speak. And
Okay,
so,
thank you.
you're welcome. All righty, so we're gonna circle back around. I see you, Ms. Williams. We're gonna, is it a quick question? Because we gotta get through some more nonprofits. Do you got a quick question?
Oh, okay. Well, my question was, and I might have missed this, for those two guys that just spoke, Chamber of Commerce, and for the Old National Merchant. So you both said membership. Is there a cost for the membership for your organizations?
Yes, there is a cost. Our cost varies. Old National Merchants, I'm speaking for Old National Merchants right now. Old National Merchants, there is a cost, and it varies depending on if you're coming on as an individual or if you're coming on as a business, and then if you're a business, how many people are in your business. So there is a fee. I'm not going to give you it could be from $100 to $500. So I'm not going to. I'd be lying if I gave you a number right now.
And
And
what
this
date
Merlin
do
would
y'all?
So
I'm
hold
sorry,
on,
this Merlin-
if you got some specifics like costs and money, we record this, so that's like a one-by-one conversation that needs to be had on something like
Okay.
that. So
You can actually go to the South Fulton Chamber of Commerce website under membership. It'll indicate as to what level you will be at in terms of your business or organization. That range would go anywhere from $275 to that of $20,000. So again, it just depends on where you are in your business, the number of employees that you have on staff.
And with
All
Old
right.
National Merchants, let me say it's onma.us. Same thing. You go to our website, it will prompt you to where you fall as a membership.
all righty, will you please put that in the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
And we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
going to bring on our next organization, the Bradfords.
Good evening, everyone. I greet you in peace and love. Again, kind of echoing Councilman Reeves on this wonderful day where we set aside time to honor Dr. Martin Luther King. This is a perfect opportunity to talk about service in our community. My name is Ravonda Bradford, and I am co-founder and board member of Empowering the Lives of Inquiring Minds. And this is my husband, who is co-founder and also our executive director. If you'll allow me, I have some slides. So I'm just going to share my screen, and this will help our conversation go a little faster and also to give you a visual. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
All right, good deal. All right, so we're going to go forward. So we are actually a pretty new nonprofit here in this area. We received our official 501c3 earlier last year in March, but we've been doing service, both of us, really our entire lives. I do want to mention also we have Mrs. Takesha Jones, one of our board members, joining us tonight. So just to give you an example or just a quick introduction into who we are, and I'm just going to read our mission statement. ELUM educates, connects, and mobilizes members of the community with valuable information and resources that will positively impact their lives and the perpetual lives of their families. And so even if you listen to our name, empowering the lives of inquiring minds, our whole purpose is to not just give a hand out, but a hand up, and to empower people. If they need help, we are there, but we want to also give them the opportunity to help themselves and to build them for anyone that needs it. And so this is our purpose. Our purpose of our organization is to provide holistic health and educational community-based programs focused on the most underserved and at-risk populations and anyone seeking to make their lives better. I want to mention one thing. In this pandemic, a lot of us have seen that, what underserved or underprivileged or in need looks like has changed. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what type of car you drive. I've come in contact with so many people that, have lost jobs or their employment just decreased, their hours decreased. And no matter where they live, they needed help. And so what we think is at risk or underserved has greatly changed over the last few years. And so we reach out to anyone despite income. So I just want to give you an idea of our 2021 programs in review. Like I said, we just officially became a 501c3 in 2021, but we were able to do a lot in a short amount of time. So our first event was Give Me a Break Day. And we received some funding from the Alter program, which is a program that works to educate faith-based organizations and communities about Alzheimer's and dementia. And so through that funding, we were able to have this event. It was over at the Prince Hall Grand Lodge on Old National, as we just talked about. And this was actually co-sponsored by Councilwoman Carmelita Gums and the city of South Fulton. And so this was our introduction into the city and working alongside folks like Councilman Reeves. So we hope to have this event again this next year. And because of that event, actually Councilman Reeves called us, and unfortunately we weren't familiar with the city as well as we could have been. And through the partnership with Councilwoman Gums, he called and said, I would love to meet you all and partner with you all. And through that, we were able to do a program, Souls for Souls, and give away certificates to children, to families with young children from 5 to 18 for them to get school shoes. So all of them received a $50 gift card from BSW to buy school shoes. And from that, our partnership with Councilman Reeves and his staff began. And so we also participated in their Friday Night Live events. So you can see us here. My husband's also a DJ, so he was able to provide that service for one of those nights. Through that partnership, and this is one thing that we love about this cohort, and I really wanted to take the time to thank Councilman Reeves for pulling this together for nonprofits to work together and to collaborate, because we know that one organization cannot do it all. And so partnership is so essential to all of our success. So we've been able throughout the year to partner with Jacob's Healing Hands and do some programming with them. Also, we participated in the Halloween event, which was so successful with all other nonprofits in the cohort as well. And another new thing, a new partner that we have is Atlanta. The ATL Coin Laundry is actually a little bit out of our district, but it's on Martin Luther King. And we've been able to partner with them to provide free food to veterans and also now to young families. So we have a weekly food giveaway for families that have young children that provide a snack, a lunch, and a dinner for about 2 days. And through this program, in collaboration with Cascade United Methodist Church, we've been able to provide around 500 bags of food, meaning again, three meals and a couple of snacks for children around not only in our district, but just Fulton County in general. And Atlanta Coin Laundry has partnered with us where that is one of our distribution sites. Also this year, we've been able to provide Thanksgiving blessings for over 30 families. We actually did a drive-by or drive-through at our house. So families were able to come through. We were able to just put the things in their trunk and they could keep on going. This was also a partnership with Cascade United Methodist Church. And again, because of our partnership with Councilman Reeves, the partnership with the church began, and we've been able to do far more than we ever could have done by ourselves. And we've also partnered with John's Amazing Grace, who is a veteran serving program. And we were able to do some programs at the VEO, which is a veterans housing unit. We went one day, we decorated for Christmas from top to bottom, and we came back a couple of weeks later and provided dinner for the veterans. And so I just want to say we are here to serve. We serve everyone from 0 to 100. And if you need assistance or you know of someone that does, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And if we cannot be of assistance directly, we will work to link you to who can. So you can follow us on Facebook, and here's our email, and I'll also put it in the chat. But I thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to share a little bit about what we do. And again, thank you so much for allowing us to serve South Fulton, a place that we live and we love. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely, as we definitely want make it the place you want to be, but I do have to, I'll be remiss if I didn't. Anybody needing a DJ services, Mr. Bradford is what you call yourself? Give us your name.
DJ, oh no.
DJ, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Because let me just tell you this too, is he is a proud veteran and he is somebody who has served our country. So to give back out there in that capacity, is we just as simply just say thank you, sir, for your service and your continued service, even outside. So I just would have been remiss to not have mentioned that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. And we definitely appreciate the relationship that we have with you, Mr. Councilman Reeves.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, next up we have Feeding Georgia.
Hello. Sorry about that. We just got back in. We were doing our Monday night food pantry. So I'm kind of trying to get everything together here. All right, so basically what we do is we host a food pantry every Monday, but the pantry is specific to the fact that if they have food allergies or dietary restrictions, they can pre-register online and we have those foods available for them when they drive up. Registration is not required, but it is suggested just so that we can service anyone that is in need properly. We do that every Monday, 52 weeks a year, regardless of if it's a holiday or not, we're open. In addition to that, we serve throughout the community the rest of the week. So we do hot meals 12 to 2 p.m., usually every day except for Thursdays. And then we go out and we partner with other organizations and we provide food to them on Tuesdays and Saturdays so that they can do their distributions as well. So that's mainly what we do. We're throughout Metro Atlanta, South Fulton, but we also distribute throughout the rest of the state as well.
Congratulations. And I tell you, as South Fulton has definitely benefited from your organization and all the hard work that you and your family do is getting them boxing up the food as like, and y'all need volunteers. So anybody want to volunteer, please, they need it.
Yes.
They do the work, they put in the work. And I just tell you, it's a difference between interest and commitment, and they are committed. And so I appreciate y'all so very much.
I appreciate that. We do have an event coming up on Sunday. Please let everybody know. Walmart was gracious. They gave us a lot of great things to give away. So anyone can drive up and they get 2 or 3 items from Walmart free. Let them know 2 o'clock on Sunday.
Let me ask you a question. If because y'all being a 501(c), right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't high school students get their some credit too by coming in and volunteer with your program?
Yes,
so
they
anybody
can.
know high school students that's somewhere they can go do? You can direct them right there.
Yes, they will speak to me. I handle all of that. I'm Allie.
All right, Allie, thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All righty. We got so many people on tonight. I done missed the list of who all is here. Do we have some more nonprofits on the call? Oh, Johnny,
Yeah.
Alta, come on.
How you doing, ma'am?
All righty, take it away.
Okay. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Happy MLK Day to everyone.
Happy MLK Day, sir.
All right, sir. And I saw you represent your Bulldogs, so I had to put my Georgia Bulldogs on there. We're gonna thank them for finally winning one after 41 years. So just to give a little bit background, I won't take up a lot of time. My program, Altar Blazing, we've been in existence 20 years now. I have a boys AAU basketball program. What we actually do, we bring boys in through the basketball venue to attract them that way. Most of the young men that I bring in are kids that are not necessarily the best kids on a basketball team, but we try to give them the advantage of being able to be seen. We are a travel program where I get a chance to take the boys to North Carolina, Tennessee, some of the places we've been. I've actually taken a group of boys a few years ago. We went over to Puerto Rico and played in a tournament as well. But with the basketball program, what we do with that is also I have a life lessons class once a month where I try to bring in Black men who are either own their own businesses or deal with trades. I have a lot of kids that may not want to go to college or may not necessarily make it into college, but we want them to be a successful period in life and make sure that they understand that you can be successful. Just because you didn't go to college didn't mean that you can't be successful. So I've brought in a lot of Black men to show them the basis of wiring, the basis of heating and air, mechanical work. I was blessed to have them on a radio show where the Black-owned radio show, Mix 106, DC was able to teach them some things about radio. Had friends of mine that are in armed services. A good friend of mine from Japan, he called in to talk to them about armed services and just different avenues that the young men be able to have and take advantage of. A third thing that we're doing at this particular point right now, I've partnered with my credit union. They're going to basically be bringing them in to teach them some finance things as far as opening their own accounts and teaching them how to handle finance in that manner as far as savings accounts, checking accounts. And this started basically probably 15 years ago. I had a young man that I'm not going to say unfortunate, but he did have a child at a young age. And I explained to him something that I did at that young age with my daughter. I opened an account and started putting $25, $50 a pay period in that account, not letting her know or nothing against married couples or anything like that, but not letting her mom know either that this was a separate account that I had for her. So when it got to that age, she got 18 years old and she came to me and said, Dad, I wanted a car. Yes, I made it seem like it was a drastic thing. It was hard to get that kind of money, but I knew I had this money over here that I had been saving for those 18 years for something like that. So just to teach them other ways of basically doing something outside of child support for your kid, that you can do something small in that manner as well. So it's a few things that we're working on right now. I'm doing something with the Covenant House off of MLK or Johnson Road. It's I think one of the only teen homeless shelters. We're in the midst of raising socks and all that for them, which I'm going to be putting that out there pretty soon. So anyone that would like to donate socks for the homeless shelter, just get in contact with me. You can reach me through my website, altarblazing.org. That's ALTABLAZZIN.org. I am on Facebook as well under Altar Blazing.
All righty,
So you can reach
Mr.
me there
Clark,
as well.
we're gonna put,
Yes,
please put it in the chat for everybody. Type it into the chat.
I will do so.
Thank
Will do so. Thank you for your opportunity and time.
you. Welcome. I want to, I know a couple of organizations that were gonna make it, but could not make it. And just so that you know, they did send their information. Goodwill has 2 different programs that they had advised us to mention to you. One is for youth who between the ages of 18 to 24 that have had some type of problem with the law. So if you know anyone in those situations, they have a job training program that they are helping them to go and pay for the training for them. And they have support services to help them get to training. So it could be, like you said, the plumbing or the CDL or whatever. And they also have some resources to help them as well, GED or whatever. So please make sure y'all, if y'all know anyone who has any kids who have been in trouble, that they have access to get some support to help them. The other one is another program that is all ages. It kind of follows the workforce development program, except workforce kind of focuses on those 2 to 4 year programs. And Goodwill has a program that is focusing on those short-term classes that are maybe 6 to 8 weeks, 12 weeks, something short-term. And so they said if you need someone, and they have some support services as well. So if you need some help with that, let us know and we'll put you in touch with them. Blankies for my buddies, do you want to go?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kristen Matthews. Hold on, let me turn my other computer off. And I'm the co-founder of Blankies for My Buddies, which is an organization I started with my son, who is now 14 years old. It started when he was 5 and I experienced a pregnancy loss. And so in order to help him to cope with loss and grief, we did a blanket drive. He collected about 800 blankets that year. And we've been doing it ever since. Now he's 14 years old. We just released our first book. I don't know if you could see, I think I'm blurred. I'm gonna unblur my background. Boop. And I'll put the link in the chat, but we released this book in November during Children's Grief Awareness Month. And it basically tells our story and helps kids to deal with grief. In the back of the book is for kids 3 to 8. And it helps kids. It has an activity in the back of the book that takes kids through the stages of grief without telling them that they're going through it, so that parents can identify what their kid might need. And it also gives them an opportunity to figure out a giving project that they want to do. What we'd say we did is we turned our test into a testimony. We turned our grief into giving. And that's basically what we do. Through blankets, we provide comfort to kids who need it. And we help, my son is a Giving Tuesday global leader. And he encourages kids to give back all year long. Over the years, in the past 9 years, we have fed over 1,500 families twice a year. We do a food giveaway, and we've done that for the last couple of years with the help of Feeding Georgia Families. We also, in the last 9 years, have given away over 5,000 blankets. In the last 2 years, Councilman Reeves has been a great support for us. With the last, he sponsored our last Giving Bowl event, which is an event we do every year. And we were able to collect 1,000 blankets last year, and we collected 500 this year. And so we've been out over the past month distributing those blankets to kids who need them. And I will drop our websites in the chat. There's a website if you are interested in purchasing the book, and there's a website for the organization if you're interested in ever volunteering or supporting. We welcome volunteers, especially children who are looking to learn how to make an impact in their communities.
All right, thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you so much.
All
But
right. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Alrighty, and so I have another message. We have one of the few or the only, I can't remember if it's the few or only Girl Scout troop in the area. Councilman
3802.
Reeves, do you know?
Hashtag troop 3802.
Yes, are they the only troop in this area?
That's the only troop I know, hashtag 3802.
They meet at the Burdett Gym Community Center on second Saturdays, and they have done adopted stream cleanup program. They are the only ones certified. They got their water certification. You explain it a little bit better, Reeves.
Well, they got a certification that they're able to collect water and analyze it for chemicals and for bacteria. Little known fact though is they actually created them an entrepreneurial avenue for, because they are certified, they can literally charge to test someone's water. So if their neighbor or someone in their community has an issue with water, they don't have to go seek outside consultants. They have one right there in their community. And so and they was out there and anybody who is in the environmental sciences field understands that water is one of our most precious resources, particularly the water that they're testing down at Burdett tributary is the water that we drink from our faucets. That is our literal drinking water. That is sourced right there. Not sourced like food, but it goes into where it ends up in our cups over ice with some lemon and lime. So I also do adopt a road as well. So we're cleaning up the streets, the streams, and the roads at the same time. And we got everyone involved, from youth, millennials to elders, in helping us achieve this goal. And I champion that much so. It's time to get Girl Scout cookies, y'all.
I was just getting ready to remind them. That's why they're not here tonight. They getting ready for the cookie drive.
We are the cookie mafia. We just want them to have all of it, because we want them girls to earn that trip that they take us something in that system. I'm not going to pretend to know about it, but I know more cookies, no fee for the trip, an experience of a lifetime. So I do champion that. And I do want to say this, is that I have heard some feedback to make these Monday nights more effective and efficient. Well, it's efficient because it's 6:30, 7:30, but effective as into the content of which we bring. So this is kind of a start of that. We're just bringing in the nonprofits for next Monday, and every Monday before every council meeting was going to be Legislative Monday, all things legislation. So we will be bringing up the actual agenda and hear from the community beforehand, so that you can be directly involved a day ahead of time. And know this, though, public comment does close at 5 o'clock now. So if you got a comment, that's why you have to be briefed already, because please make that comment before 5 p.m. on Monday. As for 6:30, we talk all things legislative. And that's going to bring a little structure to what we offer here, because this is definitely your show. I'm about your agenda, and I'm about presenting the facts directly to you. And so I think this would be a great way to get engaged in the process in which you're governed by, more so your input heard right here before the next meeting. So your comment, whether you made it at 5 o'clock or not, it's going to be made right here, and it's recorded, so we can always play it back. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. And so every Monday, which is the fourth Monday, is all things legislation. Legislative Monday. So just know that going forward.
In addition, we will also be bringing in a component to highlight small businesses in the area. So let us know if you have a local business. Obviously, the Old National Merchants Association and the Greater South Fulton Chamber will be recommending some, but we definitely want to help support and let people know about companies that they don't know are here. And so I want to make sure we covered all the nonprofits who made it on tonight. Are we missing anybody that hasn't had a chance to go? Alrighty, I have one more. Hold on.
I thought I saw Chantel Guidry on here before. Is she gone?
Check and see if he's here. All right, so I am one of them. And so I want to tell you about my organization, which is Facts to Thrive. And Facts to Thrive provides training and support services to people in our community. We have 7 programs that go from CPR. We have civics and learning about your government and how it impacts you. We have a nutrition class. We have, starting this upcoming Monday, business plan class boot camp. That's going to be 7 weeks, 2 nights a week. It is free. So if you know someone, please let them know. Mostly all of our programs are free or low cost. We have financial literacy classes. We have a job referral program. And so if you know someone who needs any of those services, please reach out to us and we will get that information to you. We just finished a CPR class over at Burdette this past Saturday. And so we just want to let you know that we have a partnership with Fifth Third Bank. We just received a grant from H.J. Russell's foundation, Russell Cares. And so we are definitely about bringing those services in here. Oh, and I forgot the biggest one, and I don't know how I missed this one. The one that Councilman Reeves loves the most, our technology class for senior citizens on teaching them how to use their phone. And so I don't know if any of you have been around a senior citizen and tried to see them answer the phone, send a text, figure out why they phone beeping, how to get on Zoom, how to download an app. We have a class that will help them be technology current on how to use their cell phone. So please send those parents and grandparents our way, and we will help make sure that they know how to do it better than you do. Alrighty. Any questions?
And Sheila has a son. He needs to be paired up with one of our seniors, as that's the other side, is pair one of them seniors or juniors in high school, so that the seniors can have a one-on-one kind of a geek squad. But that senior or junior is also going to get something they'll never get in school, that little bit of wisdom from an elder. And so, and that's bridging the gap through technology without David. And I just think that it is a great idea. And they are all podcast ready too after the first class. I tell you, I've never seen it. They are podcast ready. They even said it. So she had to create more steps to intermediary and to advanced. And so it's a great thing. And to see our seniors learn something, because once they learn that, it's like a new toy. And they need to be on here, matter of fact. Tell them, matter of fact, hold on, why ain't they on here?
Hey,
Yeah.
Corey, I have a question for Tamika.
Yeah.
This Miss Johnson, I tried to get into the class. I emailed Tamika. I did not hear anything back from you all concerning the class.
Look, Councilman Reeves got me working hard. I can't keep up, but I will follow up. But Ms. Johnson, you can please tell them that I will sit down and help them. Will I or will I not?
You will.
Did I
You
not
help
help you
me.
one-on-one?
You help me one-on-one, but I need a little more help. I'm in the slow class, okay?
I don't want you telling the people like I don't help people.
You
No,
do
no,
help,
Miss-
you help me one-on-one.
You
But
just
I
want
need a little more
you
help.
want more help. You want to be all the way current.
Right, that's why I need to know about the class.
I will
oh,
make
yeah,
sure.
and Miss Johnson, and that's on me because it was after the call last week. I said I would call you. I tried to because I didn't realize that the city was going to open or still be closed. They did open, however, staff was limited in returning, so that's why that last Tuesday's class didn't happen. So that's on me.
Okay.
Any other
Anybody else?
questions or comments?
Tamika, you better get it right.
I promise you, it won't happen again.
Hey, right. Okay, y'all, it's 7:38. It's eight past the time block, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and for taking time out of your day to join us, even on this grand day. People call it a day off. We call it a day on, as we'll keep marching on. As I will end as I started the day, and so I will leave y'all with this. That says, today we do celebrate a true drum major for justice, equity, and equality. As we walk in the reality of dreams, know that there is no rest for the weary, for we must keep moving forward, knowing the road is still long, but the distance is definitely shorter. And with that, good people, God bless you, good night, and have an excellent day tomorrow as the sun hits your face, and walk in excellence.
Good
Thank you
evening,
all.
everyone.
Make sure you get all the information out of the chat before we hang up.
Hopefully everybody has learned of at least one new resource in their community. And please, we didn't even get everybody's. There's some that didn't make it tonight. So just know we have more to come.
Yeah. Tamika, is it possible if you can email, send that information in a PDF?
Yes,
Yes.
we can. Yeah, we can actually send the chat as well.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you again. Councilman Reeves, thank you as always, my friend. And please reach out, let me know when we want to sit down about that situation. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.